What's good, everybody? Sean Shola Rosenberg in the building. Back at you with another video. Well, I want to do something a little bit, well, not a little bit different, but I wanted to do some some going back in history, regurgitated history. I think I didn't say it right, but. 50 Cent has been, if you guys don't know what's going on, my second favorite rapper, 50 Cent, has been really catching a lot of heat with a lot of people. Even ever since the whole Diddy doc he dropped last year, it kind of escalated a lot of people supporting him, but there are people that are right now envious of him. For the past couple of weeks, ever since the new year, it seems to me a lot of beefs 50 Cent's been getting involved in newer beefs and reigniting old beefs. And a lot of diss tracks has been coming from a lot of artists, such as from artists artists like T.I., of course, the Let's Rap About It podcast, artists like Jim Jones, Fabulous, Mano, Dave East, artists like Pat Poos has been going after him. And then 50 decided to reignite an old beef that really just does not really, to me, just doesn't make any sense. And if you guys know what I'm talking about his former artist and his former group mate that was a part of his group, which he was the leader of, which is G Unit, his former artist and his former group member, Young Buck. Now, a couple of days ago, Young Buck was celebrating his birthday, happy belated birthday to Young Buck. And 50 decided to, troll Young Buck. I think he posted a video of, an AI image of him, Glorilla's sister, Brorilla, and Tony Yayo. And then as a way to get at Young Buck, and then Young Buck responded by basically saying, hey, come back to your hood and walk through the hood with no security. And, I think Tony Yayo and 50 Cent had a response for that. I didn't react to that response. And it just really doesn't, I don't really like this. Like, G-Unit is one of my favorite rap groups of all time, and I hate the fact that 50 is still going after Young Buck. Now, I don't know if Young Buck is going to drop a brand new diss track on that 50 Cent, but Young Buck has been dropping a few disses towards 50, throughout the years. So I decided to revisit the first ever diss track he dropped towards 50 called The Tape Conversation. So, without further ado, let's get right into this song. I don't have much else to say, but let's go ahead and get into it.
Tape Conversation. Streets want to know what Young Buck gonna do. How Young Buck gonna respond?
DJ Hayes.
If you see me in the streets rolling, if you see me on the block holding, if you see me rolling by, remember that you don't know.
You don't know me.
If you see me in the streets rolling, if you see me on the block holding, if you see me rolling by.
I apologize for the fast play. I apologize for the fast playback. I was trying to react to another video, but I forgot. But I decided not to. So I should have changed this back to normal. But let's continue.
Remember that you don't know.
You don't know. Bitch niggas do bitch things. Look at 50 what he does just to get fame. Record my phone call when I spoke from the heart. That was a year ago. This was a joke from the start. You a hoe, and I know the only people record conversations is 5-0.
He said, recorded my phone call when I was spoke from the heart. That was a year ago. This was a joke from a star. You a hoe. I know. The only people record conversations is 5-0. Now, if you guys don't know, well, some of y'all are new to this diss, and some of y'all know about this diss, and let me, know the history of it. Well, if you guys don't know, when Young Buck and 50 Cent, the first time they were going through their issues, it was at the time, Young Buck was, the way how the beef started, it was over the fact that Young Buck was not paying for basically paying for his taxes. And 50 had to pay his Young Buck's taxes twice. So that was like the rules in the first incident of where originally somehow the beef between Young Buck and 50 Cent started. And then Young Bucks at the time also, another thing that kind of roots to their beef is that 50 Cent took offense of Young Buck essentially starting to be cool with his enemies at the time as well, which is Game, who really had a falling out, Fat Joe, Jadakiss, and many others. That was another thing. And then on top of that, Young Bucks started to promote himself as a solo artist at the time, with his own label, Cashville Records, which used to be formerly known as G Unit South. Because 50 decided to expand G Unit Records and created G Unit South for Young Buck. I believe G Unit West was supposed to be go for the Game, but the Game had a falling out. But 50 decided to sign another West Coast artist by the name of Spider Logue, and then that became G Unit West. And yeah, it was supposed to be G Unit South, but Young Buck decided to change it to Cashville Records. But that was another thing too. Yeah, just a lot has been happening. And then things escalated when Young Buck allegedly did an interview, talked about he hasn't received royalty checks from 50. And that became the root of everything. Well, Young Buck had to clarify that interview misword everything that Young Buck said. And also, at the time, 50 Cent and Young Buck had a conversation over the phone. And this is where the diss track, the tape conversation comes in, because 50 allegedly recorded their phone call of having a conversation, and then Young Buck was actually crying in that phone call, which made it worse to why 50 released that phone call footage to where we are right now. But let's continue.
See how it go while you got a chance. Let a real nigga put a band on your hand. Understand I don't bite the hand that feed me, but I will if they hand say it don't need me. Look at y'all on TV, banks look uneasy. If he told you how he feel, this is where he'd be. And they know, yeah, yo, is stuck in your a-hole. Half of your staff only there for your payroll. Ain't till play low, you ain't gotta.
Ooh. He said, they know Yayo is stuck in your a-hole. Half of your staff only there for your payroll. So, ooh, okay. Dope bars from Young Buck, but let's continue.
He had the magic stick, I got the magic wand. I'm the Don.
If you see me in the streets rolling, come on. If you see me on the block holding,
What, nigga?
if you see me rolling by, remember that you don't know
You don't know me.
If you see me in the streets rolling, if you see me on the block holding,
What?
if you see me rolling by, remember that you don't know
You don't know me. Real niggas do real things. Real niggas never die, never give names. If a real nigga cry, then it's real pain. So I'm the real, my nigga, I don't feel ashamed. Ain't no pussy in my veins.
A real nigga cry, that is real pain. So on the real, my nigga, I don't feel ashamed. Buck is basically saying like, listen, like he was basically telling 50 like, listen, I'm a true soldier to you. I was down with you, you know, I was down with you from the beginning. Well, not from the actual beginning, from in terms of like the mainstream, I was down for you because 50 Cent didn't meet Young Buck until like 2002 when 50 Cent was starting to become the hottest free agent at the time, blowing up with every mixtape from Guess Who's Back to 50 Cent was the future. And then then their relationship didn't started building up once they said that 50 Cent was working with Juvenile at the time because Juvenile was having issues with Cash Money Records at the time and Birdman, and Juvenile decided to create his own label called UTP Records and decided to bring Young Buck along. And then at the time, Juvenile and Young Buck and their crew was in New York, and 50 wanted to work with Juvenile and make some music with Juvenile. And then one track that got 50 interested in Young Buck, that Young Buck played for his friends for his group members Tony Yayo and Lloyd Banks, and we all know to that track to be on 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die his debut album Get Rich or Die Trying, and a track they have called Bloodhound. Young Buck is basically saying, listen, we met for the first time on your tour bus when I was with Juvenile. I played a track called I had a track that I played for your group members called Bloodhound, and that's when, things started to blow up for Young Buck and G Unit. I'm assuming that's what Young Buck is saying right here. I could be wrong on this one, but he's keeping it real, and I agree with that. But let's continue.
I'm a G. Without me, y'all just the UNIT. Without B, y'all should just give it out free. Cause in the South, we consider you weak. Nigga, when I speak.
Cause you in the South and we consider you weak. Okay.
Streets get released. They really find the truth out about this beef. A victim of defeat when your album was released. When Jay-Z made Kanye look like a beast. B.T. told Jim Jones it was peace.
A victim of defeat when your album was released. When Jay-Z made Kanye look like a beast. Young Buck is talking about the time 50 Cent lost the sales battle back in 2007 when it was Curtis versus Graduation. Graduation ended up outselling Curtis, which it is true. I agree with that aspect. And I believe that Graduation from Kanye was the better album than 50 Cent's Curtis. And on top of that, Graduations is considered one of my favorite albums from Kanye West. And I will agree. I think Kanye's earliest work from his debut album to his fifth album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, was some of the best. Those 5 albums. Well, 808s and Heartbreak, it was a pretty good album. I'll give him that. It wasn't my favorite, but like honorary favorite. But I did like The College Dropout, The Late Registration, to Graduation, to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Great projects, in my opinion. 808s and Heartbreak, it has its moments, but it's a pretty good project. I'll give it that. Pretty good project. And that project influenced a whole new generation of rappers. All right, but let's continue.
Just trying to get some New York love at least, but they love me. Jim Jones when Jay-Z made Kanye look like a beast. And B.T. told Jim Jones it was peace. Just trying to.
Oh yeah, and of course, B.T. told Jim Jones it was peace. Basically, 50 was beefing with Cameron at the time, and then Joel Santana and Jim Jones decided to come out stage for 50 Cent and side with him.
Get some New York love at least, but they loving me. I'm laughing at you while you worry about me. When your punk ass respond, I'ma give you verse 3. You'll see.
If you see me in the streets rolling,
Come on.
if you see me on the block holding,
What, nigga?
if you see me rolling by, remember that you don't know
You don't know me.
If you see me in the streets rolling,
Come on.
if you see me on the block holding,
What?
if you see me rolling by, remember that you don't know
You don't know me. Come here, boy. Sit, boo boo. Sit. Good dog. Oh man, I guess you must have forgot. Hey man got in the emotional side to him. Yeah, whether he
Did he just whistle and claim 50 was a dog? Wow.
choose to show it or whether he choose to hide it. Don't make you lesser than no motherfucking man, nigga. I'm a G50. So let me talk to your punk ass. Hear you what you want to hear. You know, when you put the shit out, you should have told him that was a conversation that me and you had something like a year ago, right? It was a heartfelt conversation from Young Buck. So yeah, they heard the emotional side of me. But they see the bitch nigga in you, 50. Believe that. Cause see, like, nigga looked at you as a big brother, my nigga. 7 years. I mean, we done made millions together, nigga. I followed your lead, I should say, you know? So I dealt with you from the heart, nigga. I mean, I thought you dealt with me from the heart, too. But now I know. Yeah, I see. The devil in disguise. But we see now. The whole world see now. And I know you thinking this shit making you look big, but you really look bad, my nigga. Look at what you had, my nigga.
If you see me in the streets rolling.
All right, we're going to stop it right here. It's going to play the chorus 4 times. I don't want to play through the whole song. But we're going to stop it right here. But, yeah, this is like one of the earliest rules of why 50 and Young Buck had a falling out. And I wish, and I kind of wish that 50 never had a falling out with his group members. Because also 50's been going at Banks a lot too. And I don't like that either. Like, I don't like the fact that 50, I get it. And I get the frustration that 50 wanted his group members to blow up and potentially be bigger than him. And I know he didn't want it to be the one to carry the group. And I agree with that aspect too. I wish Tony Ayo, Young Buck, and Lloyd Banks would have took 50's advice. 50 was basically like, take the baton and run it. He wanted you guys to run and be bigger artists than him. But I know 50 just like, you know what? And even 50 said it on the Breakfast Club a while ago. He said, I'm done carrying the group, which, hey, teach us all. I don't blame 50. He has the right to speak his truth. Like, hey, I'm not carrying these guys anymore. They're on their own. They gotta go and get theirs on their own. But yeah. But this was a great diss track by Young Buck though. And I can't wait if Young Buck decides to drop a newer diss track anytime soon. Because I know the fact that ever since 50 decided to come at him on his birthday. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the diss, Young Buck. Yeah. But let me know in the comments down below what y'all thoughts on the song. The song was great. It was a great diss. But we're going to go ahead and end it right here. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification as well. Follow me on my social media platforms above. Join the Discord as well, leaving a link in the description down below. So, without further ado, see you guys in the next one. Deuces.